No. Fucking 500. Are you looking to upgrade your business slot majoring in search of a Soul Reaper X piece, or maybe going for a piece of Virtus? Duke is a demon sealed in the Gorak prison, and it is one of the 4 DT2 bosses that drops the mentioned items, and this guide will go through the different requirements and suggested gear. The requirements to kill Duke Sucellus are completion of Desert Treasure 2. My suggested skill requirements are 80 plus combat stats, 70 plus agility, 70 plus on mining, and 76 magic for thralls. My gear suggestion is that you bring your best slash melee gear. Duke is a demon and is weak to slash. Scythe is best in slot before enrage phase because of the 5-tick attack cycle. In enrage phase, the Ember Light is best because of its 4-tick attack cycle. As always, I'll put a link to the wiki in the description for a list of the most effective gear to the least effective gear. For the inventory suggestion, I bring BGS to lower its defense and Burning Claws for DPS if BGS hits. You should always prioritize the BGS. You should also bring super combat, some prayer potions, food, pestle and mortar, a pickaxe, ring for teleport, the construction cape, Book of the Dead for thralls, and a rune pouch. This inventory here gets me around 8 kills per trip, depending on how many food drops I get. I suggest one of 2 ways to get to Duke. The first option requires you to have gotten the frozen tablet from Duke itself. The tablet can be added to the Ring of Shadows here and makes you teleport to Gorak Dungeon. The other option is to teleport to Vice, and from there you run here, through this little boulder, and then across this broken fence. Then down the stairs here. We enter the cave. And this right here is where you'll be teleported to if you use the Ring of Shadows. But from here on, you run through this gate and enter the heavy door. The next gate here is the room for Duke. First phase of the fight is brewing the poisons. You may prepare poison for 2, 3 or 4 kills in advance with herb lore level 62, 70 or 80 respectively. Since I am 99 herb lore, I can prepare 4 kills. The amount of resources needed for 1 kill is 12 of each resource, and then you just multiply it by 2, 3 or 4. The mushrooms can be gathered from both sides of the room, and the salt is on the right or left side of the vents in the middle of the room. You can tick manipulate for faster gathering of resources. Second phase is the start of the fight. Duke has 485 health and attacks on a 5-tick attack cycle. Protect from melee is suggested to negate some of the damage from the ice spikes, which is a normal attack. Duke also has 2 special attacks, Freezing Gaze and Gas Flare. Freezing Gaze is happening when the game message Duke Sucellus turns his gaze upon you appears in the chat. Be careful since it can deal upwards of 105 damage. Gas Flare is where he will launch gas towards the vent closest to the player, leaving dangerous gas there for a few seconds. The gas deals up to 12 damage, which can be reduced with a Slayer helmet or gas mask. Avoid them by moving to the opposite pillar. Once Duke reaches 25% of his health, or 121 hit points, it starts its enrage phase. He will start attacking in a 4-tick attack cycle. You should switch to Ember Light here if you're using a Scythe. The fight is the same, it's just faster. Once Duke is dead, you can initiate a new fight after a grace period of 15 seconds. Okay, so this will be a live kill of Duke, and I'm currently showing my screen here with my collection log. I am still missing the pet. I have the Duke, Virtus Mask, Virtus Rope Bottom, and the Magus Vestige. I have all the other drops from Duke specifically, and some chromium ingots and orbs that are shared across the DT2 buses. But I will try to take you through a kill here. So normally I enter, I run up to the left here and I stand on this tile, That means we'll skip the flames here, whatever they're called. And as I mentioned, you can tick manipulate. So if I can hit, this feels weird for the. Okay, I'll save one for the next one. So here we run, and we skip and look for the shadows on the floor. Run up here, stand here, and we run through. And hopefully we skip them all. And we can tick manipulate them. Yips. So here we go. And then we run down here, and we have this salt deposit. I tend to just AFK these. And as you can see, I can collect up to 48 of each resource. That means that will be 4 kills for me. Then you deposit them to the vents here, or fermentation vents. And you collect and deposit again. You do this until you have no more resources. So, last trip here. Right, we have 8 poisons here, and we need 2 for each kill. I work on the BGS, bring my super combat, and I feed Duke, spawn a Thrall, and Mage. And I start by taking a hit here, but it's okay. We attack once. I don't have the scythe, so I need to use the Ember Light here, so I can only attack once every 4 ticks. Sucellus turns his gaze upon you, and we hide behind the pillar. You can go back or you can go to the side, it doesn't matter as long as you just avoid the ice spikes. It spawns the gas flare here, we run over here, attack, and spikes come from the floor, and now he's enraged because he's 25.5. And I hide, and I kill. And we kill the gas here, maybe we can squeeze, yeah, he's dead. Dragon arrow tips, nice drop. I use the downtime here just to eat up and get ready for the next kill. The Thrall stays. So, Duke has spawned, you can see it doesn't take away the Arda Musca poison, but now he's ready here. So, that's great. We got a decent BGS hits. And turns his gaze upon us. We hide and we attack. And he spawns the gas. We attack and ice attack again. And he's down under 25%, so we hide here. And he attacks fast now. We need to spawn a Thrall. And he's dead. And we got a nice food drop. Then, again, I use the time here to eat up and drink some prayer potions. Get my stats back up. And we're ready. Beat him twice here. And we attack. That's a low BGS, so not a fast kill. Careful of the gaze attack here. It can hit you very, very hard. So the fight is pretty easy. You just run between the two pillars here and hide from the gaze attack, and back and forth. Uncut rubies. I have 2 poisons left before I need to restock. Maybe just super combat here. Duke is getting ready. And once I see the poisons removed from my inventory, I attack. I can get 2 attacks in here with the Emberlight. If I use the BGS, I could only get 1 in. I missed the BGS. Very sad. It's hard to say when you should move away from the gaze, but it's kind of a feeling you get after a few kills. It's very rhythmic here. Back and forth. And he's attacking faster now. I probably won't make that. So, there we go. Another food drop. From here, I will simply just run up and start preparing for the next kill. So the tick manipulation here is much better than before. I got 48 of the resource. And I run to the other side here and repeat the cycle. You can probably tell, or if I didn't misclick. But tick manipulating makes it quite fast in terms of speed. Then just down here, and let's mine the salt. It's not uncommon to receive multiple food drops, so you'll probably have a high probability of having longer trips. I need to drop a few things here. So yeah, you can see I haven't eaten much of my sharks. And I can grab my pineapple pizzas here. And we just start the fight. Missed BGS. Oh, Sedge. Back and forth, back and forth. And gaze, so we hide. Attack and back. And gas flare here. Even though I didn't run all the way to the other pillar, I can just step back once. You just need to be within the melee distance of Duke If you're not, he will attack with some mage attack. Can I squeeze in? Yeah. And he's a fast boy now. Dragon Javelin. Decent. Let us feed him. Nice BGS. Hopefully this can be a fast kill. Pretty decent pace now. And elite clue, nice. Make sure to grab that. And 52-second kill. Not too shabby. Let me do this and that. You can also use time behind the pillar to drink your prayer potions or eat up. But try not to eat too much in the kill, because it will slow down your attack speed. And he's dead. Diamonds. Okay, so we have one more kill to go. Decent BGS, but the Emberlight does not hit very hard here. Duke is weak to Demon Bane weapons, but it's only 70% weak, not like 100%. I think it's, yeah, might have been too OP if it has been the full Demon Bane effect. But I still think Emberlight is pretty good here. And he's dead. So that was 8 kills from Duke here, and as you can see, I have plenty of supplies left. I could go for another 4 kills probably. So this was the example kill. And just to showcase how easily you can get 8 kills in one trip, and that's with my gear, that's not in any means business slot. I ended up finishing this trip at Duke after 12 kills. I'll admit that I got lucky on this trip with 2 elite clues, but the hourly profit at Duke according to the wiki is 6.5 mil GP an hour. If you haven't had enough of demons, I suggest you take a look at this Abyssal Side guide right here, right after you have smashed that subscribe and like button if you enjoyed this video. Until next time, keep it real.